What's up, everybody? ATO Ace the Outsider here with a Meka, aka MadeByMek, and you're watching the Galactic Tribe.
What's up? How you doing?
Good to see you, man. So, Meka here has done our new logo, our new Galactic Tribe logo. It's a fire logo. It's a woman or a person with glasses and a crown, like a bunch of spikes coming off the back, man. I love the art that you did with it. Man. It's super tight. Super tight. So what was your inspiration for that?
My inspiration for it was really capturing the essence and brightness of, our people. Mm-hmm. And I think that something different from the, generic gold crown, going outside of that, bringing all the bright colors due to the multi-talent of our people, just embodying that into one crown, it looks like a background, looks like her hair. I made it into sort of an afro, because our hair is really beautiful.
Right.
So I wanted to make something that exemplifies that also.
Cool. Now tell me more about your art personally. What do you like to paint?
My favorite thing to paint is, something on canvas. I've done a lot of canvas recently. I've developed over time to, make it into my favorite thing. It was not my favorite at first, I would draw on paper, all black and white strictly. I really hated the paint, actually. It was really something different. I turned around. I did a whole 180. My art teacher in 9th grade really got me out of my shell. He was really great. He retired, though, sadly.
Okay.
But he got me out of my shell, and I made my first canvas in 9th grade, and it's one of my favorites to date. But when I look at a canvas, just all white, flat 2D, the possibilities are really endless. Something really comes to mind whenever I look at the canvas. Like it's really contradictory because it's blank. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
But if you just look at it for a certain amount of time, you can create whatever comes to mind.
Cool. Now, what about that teacher stood out, and what about that teacher made you want to switch and do a whole 180? Because it's not easy to do. Being a teacher, people think it's just simple, just be at a chalkboard, but it's actually interacting with the student and then making them feel inspired to do something. So, what about that teacher made you?
He was really different. He was an old guy. He did wood shop. He didn't really he did pencil and everything. He wasn't really into the stuff that I was into because I was painting sneakers at the time. I was drawing on them, but he was just really, some teachers may want to push you to your limits, but he was really pushy.
Nice.
He was really pushy. Okay. He was really convincing also because he talked a lot and he really spread his wisdom about everything he knew. Because whenever something small was there, he expanded on it as much as he could. And as annoying as it was, it was really educational.
Yeah, dope. So what type of jobs have you done for just the people? Because I know you started selling your art at some point.
Yeah.
So you went from just making it for yourself to selling it, painting on sneakers, canvases, things like that.
My journey started with painting sneakers, actually, because I was always a creative kid. And then in middle school, I sort of got out of it because I was really into sports. And I just, my time was really consumed by sports, really. And I just really stopped creating as a whole because my whole family was creative and I just really got out of it. My father said I should really start, creating more. And lo and behold, I started painting on sneakers and it really sparked my interest in art again into something bigger than I expected.
Nice, man. Nice. So the Galactic Tribe, Wakanda lines were all about Afrofuturism.
Yeah.
What do you think about when you hear the word Afrofuturism?
I think I process that word differently than other people. I think of something that's futuristic that can represent us, with the aesthetic. But I think that we, as a whole, as creative as we are really ahead of the time since thousands of years ago, with the gold, jewelry, all the trending stuff. We're really ahead of our time. And I think that represents Afrofuturism to me, that we are in the present, but we are futuristic as people. You know what I'm saying? We really are different and unique. So I just think that something that reads as futuristic is that we are living in the present, but we're way ahead of time. You know what I mean?
I like that.
We are in the future.
That's real dope. So what do you think that art's going to look like in the future? As far as black art or just art in general?
I really think it's going to evolve. I really think that there may be more black artists out there, more than there are now. I really think that we may just take over, you know what I mean? You know, we really are expressive people, and that, you know, where we come from or our backstories really can be put into that art, you know what I mean? And really doing something that represents us brings people together.
So Meka talked about some Afrofuturism. He talked about his art, his inspiration for art, being your teacher and being around. What about your family too? Your family's an influence on you as well, right?
My family is really my motivation.
Yeah.
You know, I love them a lot. They really motivate me to do a lot of different things that, you know, are out of my comfort zone. They push me a lot of times, and I really go for it. They really are the driving force in this. They really give me great advice because, you know, I'm lucky to have them because they do have the same experiences as me, even though I may be going in different paths.
Yeah.
But they give me a lot of advice because they are entrepreneurs. They are entrepreneurs. They're intuitive, and they give me a lot of advice from their prior, you know, successes or fails.
There you go.
And then I get to, you know, tread over that and make it new. You know what I mean?
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Idris and Miss Alexa. Follow Eat Off Art, right?
Eat Off
Art. Yeah, that's the page right there. They do a lot of great things. They do the diet thing. They do the cooking shows and both arts, murals, and everything. They're a power couple.
Yeah.
That's those right there. They're like the whole Black Panther and Storm. You know what I'm saying? So it's awesome. They bring the superpowers together and make beautiful things.
Yeah.
So speaking of making beautiful things, I'm noticing you got a bunch of different pieces. You got this whole wall that you did. I wish my room was like this when I was young. But me, I would have did like a bunch of stick figures. Like I wasn't that great.
Yeah.
So I see you got this anime one, Hunter x Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me about it's like anime and influence when it comes to your work.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
Sorry.
I really am into anime, and I was into anime ever since I can remember.
Yeah.
You know, to the point where I was watching it, I didn't even realize it was anime. You know what I mean? I just think that you know, the source material is manga.
Mm-hmm.
So manga, there isn't really any moving pictures, moving motions. It's just one man team who creates all this, you know, creative storyline, plot. Everything about their craft is absolutely amazing. You know, some people can't even do it. There's someone who's been making a manga that's been going on for 20, 30 plus years, and they haven't diminished. They've kept up to their craft. You know, it really is inspiring to that they can do this every week or every month, because there's monthly and weekly manga. And then when they adapt this, it really brings their art to life, with colors, as compared to the black and white manga, the source material. The animation is really just beautiful. There's different companies with a lot of different teams. There are different projects where they have smaller teams actually into like films and stuff, and they're actually really wonderful. And anime has just been a really big inspiration to me because it really is my, you know, my source material and like my it was really my only media that I really consumed, and it influenced my art style more than I can, you know because, you know, there's cartoonish stuff, there's realistic stuff, you know, 3D animation and everything. I just think that the talent that goes into it is really inspiring. You know, some characters may have influenced me in certain ways. Some art styles, some mangaka, which are the creators of manga, they have inspired me in certain ways. I just think that they are really phenomenal.
And when it comes to anime, I know we talk a little bit about comics or, you know, Black Panther and all that stuff, but a lot of us have had a lot of experience with anime. Like, I think anime was more of an inspiration for me at first than comic books were. Like, earlier it was X-Men, Spider-Man, then I found out about Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon and all this stuff, Gundams. I'm just like, all right, my whole world's been opened up. So, and it's unique because with anime, we don't see a lot of people who look like us, right? But now that's changing, right? You see more characters. I got a shirt on right now with some, like a manga style, but with people who have black features. So how do you see the future of animation and black mangas and black animes coming? How do you see that?
I see it coming to fruition. I see a lot of it coming to fruition because the influence for the Western influence that anime has had is growing exponentially with different social media platforms like TikTok. TikTok has been an exploding media for, you know, anime fans, and a lot of them are actually black. And we're seeing them come more and more, and a lot of them are creative people. So I see a lot of them, you know, maybe starting up their manga. I may start a manga of my own. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm proud of that.
Yeah. But in Japan and a lot of other places, they are, you know, bringing more and more people of color into the production teams and stuff. There's some episodes that are directed by, you know, people of color.
Yeah.
And I think it's really just evolving more and more. We'll see more black animes out there really soon. Really soon.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, for a bit. I let this truck pass. So, yeah. Stop the camera real quick. Alright. 3, 2, 1. So we talked about Meka's anime influences. What else you got going on for this year? What you got coming up?
This year, I just finished my junior year in high school, and I took an AP art course, and I completed my portfolio recently.
Man, congratulations! Yeah.
And I'm going to be forwarding that to a couple colleges that I'm interested in next year. Right now, I'm just, you know, taking it slow. I think I'm going to find out, you know, what I enjoy a lot. I'm going to start painting more canvases, maybe some murals. I may take a break from customizing shoes or something, just to, you know, do my own thing with, like, you know, no payout or nothing.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Just like some freelance work. But I think I'm just gonna take it slow right now. You know, I gotta focus on my last school year.
Yeah.
But I will be doing a lot of creative stuff. You will be seeing me, you know, posting on Instagram soon. I do have a t-shirt website up right now.
Nice.
At MadeByMek.com. And I'll put more designs up there, you know, working digitally. I really just gonna take it, you know, wherever it goes, you know, just create whatever. I may, you know, do whatever I did again, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
The story about this was that I, during the summer of last year, I took a vow to myself to create every day, whether it be on a certain project or, you know, just completing something every day. I just wanted to touch something every day to improve my work ethic and, you know, stay motivated. With this, it took 5 straight days, you know what I mean? I made a YouTube video on it because I was starting my YouTube channel. And I was like, you know, I was going to do it in my old room, but I moved rooms. And I'm like, this is a great opportunity to do, you know, something bigger than I actually usually do. And I just wanted to go out of my comfort zone, really. You know, I was just recently getting into this sort of doodle style. This is my first, you know, this is my first of everything, really.
Yeah.
You know, first of, like, hyper-realistic, like, materials, you know what I mean? You know, the multicolored with the black lines over it, that was really my first thing, and I just grinded it out, you know. I didn't get unmotivated or anything, luckily, because I would not want to have this wall unfinished, you know what I mean?
Now it's just staring at you, it's like a constant reminder that you didn't do it right.
And I would have, like, paint sitting out so I could work on it the next day. If that didn't happen, oh man, I'll have to mix more colors. Might have been multicolored.
Nice, man, nice. Well, hey, listen, we appreciate all the work you've done for us as the Galactic Tribe. We see you keep working out here. Keep it up, bro. Keep it up for sure. And guys, hit up MadeByMek on his Instagram. Don't bombard him, you know what I'm saying? He's still a young man growing into his artistry and all that. Respect the art, respect the craft.
Yeah.
But you're doing great things. You're gonna keep it up for you, all right?
Thank you.
My man. All right, guys, this is the Galactic Tribe, Meka, aka MadeByMek. I'm AC Outsider. Enjoy the rest of Wakanda Alliance, y'all.
Peace.